if you're a real estate wholesaler and you're looking to get deals done, there is one type of property owner that you need to keep your eye on, because when this property owner comes across your desk from your leads, you need to forget about everybody else and hyper focus on this one seller, because they're guaranteed to make you money. In our business, in the real estate wholesaling business, the majority of the leads are not deals. One of the biggest mistakes that I see people make is that they try and do a deal with every lead that comes in. People that are doing subject to and all these other tactics are diluted. Their efforts are diluted because they're trying to chase after everybody and trying to do all kinds of crazy deals, as opposed to doing the one single deal that is going to make the biggest difference in their life. By the way, this is the house down the street from me. Look at that puppy. Looks like something out of a Disney movie. I'm walking my dog. I'll share with you two examples. We closed a deal yesterday for one of our partners that was a $35,000 assignment fee. This particular property owner was asking initially around $230,000. The value, this is where the key item here, the value of that property rehabbed was $285,000. So he was already at a discounted price. Now, how do you go from a discounted price, slightly discounted price, to the full price that you need in order to make something happen? Well, that's where motivation comes in, because if the motivation is high enough, then at that point they're going to be flexible. Now, our partner initially made an offer of $150,000, went back and forth, eventually ended up at $160,000, and then now we assigned that deal for $190,000. Actually, $165,000, I forgot, $160,000, and then it was $190,000, $195,000. So we made $35,000 on that deal. Second example, I was on a call today with our partners. We have a daily office hour calls where we review deals, and one of the partners had a deal where the property value, fixed up, ARV, was $185,000, and the owner was asking $105,000. Think about that. $185,000, $105,000, and he said to our partner, I have some flexibility on that price. So already, and our partner said, hey, I think maybe I should offer $85,000 or $80,000 and come up with a number, even if it's $90,000 and $95,000. I said, yeah, 100%, that's a deal. And again, what's the situation around with that particular property owner? They have been living there at the property for quite some time. They're ready to move on, they're elderly, and they realize that the property does need work. Genuinely, the property needs a ton of work in order to get it up to current market standards, and they understand that. And so the situation is they are motivated, all right, and they're willing to discount. Every single deal that we have closed over the last several months have all been that way. And so it's a very interesting thing to understand that these are reasonable people. Reasonable meaning that they understand that the property condition, situation, circumstances around the market are such that they can't get full retail value. In addition to that, there's a motivational factor that is involved. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to show you the other house. I'm going to loop back around here. There's a house at the end of the street that I think you should look at. It looks like an office building. I always say that you always want your house to look like an office building, and then when people go and they say, hey, I couldn't find your house, all I saw was an office building, then your answer is, oh, that was my house. So let me show you this here. This is a house down the street. I have the wide angle lens here. I'll get a little bit closer without being creepy. That sold about 6 months ago. They sold for $9 million. I happen to think that they overpaid just a little bit. I mean, it's still worth it. It's a brand new house, completely redone. But the challenge is that it's not waterfront. Like, it's on a lake. We have a man-made lake here, but it's not like waterfront. But again, waterfront houses here in Miami and in Fort Lauderdale, and, will run you in the 20s, 25 for a halfway decent house. So I guess, like, look at that property. I have a drone that sometimes I fly around the neighborhood just when I'm bored out of my mind. And they have a really nice pool area. So these were all reasonable sellers, reasonable property owners. And that's a key thing to understand. In our business, you're going to have a ton of leads coming through. And you know, the way our system works is that we're generating motivated sellers nationwide using online lead generation. And so we have a large number of incoming leads. I'm walking my dog, so it's tangling me. A large number of incoming leads, and then it's a sifting and sorting game. We're not looking to convince anybody. We're not looking to do hard negotiations. We're looking for the people that are reasonable, people that are motivated, and then now we're trying to get a deal done with them. And then, you know, if all we did, right, our cost per lead is $25 a lead. If all we did was take those 25, you know, say if the cost per lead is 25, and let's say that, you know, I'll just use let's say your cost per lead is $20 a lead. Just because I can't add and subtract without a calculator. And you got 50 leads, that's $1,000 that you spent on leads. If all you did was throw away 49 of those leads and did a deal with one, you make a crap load of money. Our average assignment fee is $15K. Now look at this one here. Luna, come on Luna. That house, that's the house next, a couple doors down from me. That puppy is 12,000 square feet. If all you did was just do one deal with those 50 leads and you threw away all those 50 leads, you didn't even call them. You just focus on finding that one or two, you know, let's say 5 opportunities, you hone in on those 5, you made one of them work. You can literally throw away every other lead that you have. You'd have an easier time because now you're not dealing with having some difficult negotiations with people and being, you know, an expert ninja salesperson. You're allowing the marketing to do the heavy lifting for you, finding those individuals, and then now you're doing deals. And to me, that's the way I prefer to do business. I think that's the ultimate way to do business. But again, regardless of which methodology you're going to be using, the most important thing to walk away with in this particular video is that not everybody's going to be a deal, and that there is a recipe. There is a particular type of recipe in a property owner situation that when you learn and understand that it becomes a lot easier to do deals. And that is it. You want somebody who's already at a reasonable price. You just have to ask if they could do better. You get it at the better price, and now you've got a deal in your hands, and then you just look for other deals just like that. So I wanted to share that with you, real life examples. And I think if you are interested in learning how we can help you with online lead generation, and now you can get away from the cold calling penitentiary and maybe get into the sifting and sorting game, then you should hit the link in the description so that we can help you set these ads up, help you analyze the deals, and even help you sell them. So that way we can both make money together.